ResortLoop.com is proud to be sponsored by Joffrey's Coffee and Tea, the official specialty coffee of Disney Parks. You can find Joffrey's Coffee and specialty drinks in the parks, at Disney Springs, or online at Joffreys.com.
Please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is our final boarding call, and the doors will be closing soon.
Hey everybody, thanks for joining us. This is Tim Scott. This is ResortLoop.com. It is also the gateway to the magic. I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in today. We're going to talk about part 2 of our Looper listener poll here in just 1 second. One thing I wanted to mention, I had a nice message over on Facebook from Nichelle Robbins. She wanted to let me know that DCOMs are not Disney comedies, that they stand for Disney Channel Original Movies. And I responded, God is my witness. I even said this. I thought since back in the day, those always were short for Disney comedies. Hers makes much more sense. So thank you, Nichelle, very much. She tried to be very nice and say, I thought maybe it would have been something different growing up for me than for you. And I said, no, I'm more than likely I'm just a dork. So anyway, so we're going to talk about DCOMs, and now that I know what they are, I could have sworn they were comedies. Anyway, we're continuing our Looper listener poll with Disney Plus now being out there. What is going to be the first thing you will watch or the first thing you have watched, followed by what is not on Disney Plus that you want to see? We'll continue with Leslie Murphy. She says for part 1, The Black Cauldron. She's going to see for part 2, she wants Pepper Ann, The Weekenders, Song of the South, and The Wonderful World of Disney TV show. I just mentioned Pepper Ann on the last show. Oh, Weekenders, that was another good one from the old One Saturday Morning. So, Leslie, I agree with you totally. My wife loved Pepper Ann as well. Hartford Heights says the X-Men cartoon. Oh, going with some old school Marvel stuff. And part 2, Rare Star Wars Christmas special. Oh, we had that in the last show also. Awesome. Peyton Turner wants to see the Must Do Disney with Stacy. And also the WDW Today channel from the resort hotels. Peyton, that would be fantastic. I would love to have both those on there. Maybe like a resort channel within Disney Plus would be fantastic. Sydney Seeger says, my husband and I watched a flashback to our childhood, Smart House. I think that's actually the couple. We've had a couple responses here for Smart House so far. Bill Botley says he watched the Forky short. He starred Aladdin and the 40 Thieves with Robin Williams. And he put the Imagineering special, the Pixar special, and the Meeting Pixar characters on the street in his watch list. Well, that's a good call. Don't forget about the watch list feature on there either. Sandy Lopez started out with The Mandalorian. Phil LeBlanc says he's going to go ahead and say it. He wants it to work. Apparently, Phil's not having luck. Yeah, they are having some hiccups out there. And this is like a week ago, so hopefully they've got their streaming service down. They've got all the servers firing on all cylinders, and hopefully they're getting that stuff out there. The content delivered through their CDNs, content delivery networks. Karen Ellis started out with the Imagineers show. Bruce Carlson, Davy Crockett. I heard he was the king of the Wild Frontier, by the way, somewhere. The JJP said, how cool would it be? That's Jamie Price. How cool would it be if you could watch old trailers and commercials? What about the old Christmas parades and TV specials? Again, that would be an excellent vault-like or like archive-like section to have on Disney+. I'd tune in for that. I'd watch that. That'd be on my watch list. Tamara Spidell says, when she's not standing at her standing desk, she says she watched The Mandalorian at 4:30 a.m. on opening day. Oh, she's hardcore. She is hardcore. Awesome. Christopher Stank, Steamboat Willie. Got to start at the beginning. Christopher, that's a good bet. Everyone should start off at the beginning. That should have been the first thing. Once you fire it up, it plays Steamboat Willie for the very first time. Now, Susan Gunn says she hasn't subscribed yet, but she's pretty sure it'll be Herbie the Love Bug, great movie, by the way, or The Ugly Dachshund. Dachshund the dog, not Datsun, the old car. 2 of my favorite Wonderful World of Disney movies from my childhood. I know in my school, like back in 6th, 7th, 8th grade, we would have, school assemblies, and they would show old Disney movies, actually from a real projector and with the real changes. I don't know if anybody else had that or not going on. Sheila Ginsburg, oh Sheila, says, I can't get it until I'm back in the USA without a VPN. But she'll only have to wait a few days. So she's globetrotting right now. She goes, I think they may watch Cinderella or Beauty and the Beast first. And if the original Mickey Mouse Club is on, I will watch that too. If not, that would be my request. And Sheila would also like to see a lot of the behind-the-scenes stuff and the documentaries. It's going to be hard to avoid becoming a couch potato. At least you can walk and exercise while listening to the podcast. Absolutely, you can, Sheila. That's a great point. I will say we're going to that time of the year, at least here in Ohio, the Midwest, and northern states, where a little bit of binge watching when you're trapped inside is not a bad thing. Nathan Trent, he's already tuned in The Mandalorian, The Adventures Endgame, and The Imagineering Story. And for part 2, what he would like to see, he wants to see an old 1990 whatever Disney Channel show called Walt Disney World Inside Out. We'll talk about that in a second. And would like to see them do a new show like it, but for all Disney destinations: Disneyland, Walt Disney World, the Cruise Line, Disneyland Paris, all the other parks worldwide. I will say, Nathan, you're right. That was a great show. If you were a Parks fan, that was the show you wanted to watch. Let me think. It had George Foreman and I'm forgetting the kid's name. He ended up being a executive producer. I think that was The Biggest Loser, or another reality show like that. And I forget her name, but Nathan, that is a good call. That is a great call. Trish Harrelson said, Forky asks a question, followed by The Mandalorian and Gummy Bears. Gummy Bears, I'm kind of surprised that's getting as many views as it is right now. Scott Fody, when he put this out there, says he's going to be hitting the Pixar shorts tonight, and how Bao, and mentions that Bao was a tearjerker. That was a good one. And Trish Harrelson said Float is too. Excellent. Bianca Labrador says shows from her childhood she'll be watching: Goof Troop with Tailspin, and then she's going to follow that up with A Mandalorian. And then 2, she wishes that the shorts could be viewed as a playlist. She says, does that count? Bianca, this is ResortLoop.com. We make it count. Absolutely. That is a great call. Sarah O says, I'm probably going to watch the original Mary Poppins. My dad loves that movie, but I haven't been able to find a good version of it since it was removed from Netflix. We'll have a jolly good family movie night. That's one thing. I think this is going to bring a lot of families together for the movie nights. We're going to bring in a pizza. We're going to whip up a little something, maybe some hot chocolate, some popcorn. We're all going to sit down. We're going to watch a Disney movie. Maybe, every evening somebody else gets to pick a different movie. That is a great call. Sarah O says, for what she would want on Disney Plus, Studio Ghibli movies would be nice since Disney distributed them in the United States. But she said it looks like HBO Max got to it first. I had to look them up. I didn't realize that that's actually a Japanese studio that Disney has partnered with for their distribution here in the U.S., which she mentioned there. But I'm going to look up their stuff. I'm not very familiar with them. So thank you, Sarah. Thank you very much. Jennifer Henson says, live action Lady and the Tramp. We loved it. Awesome. Jennifer, thank you very much. And thank you, everybody, for responding to the Disney Plus Looper listener poll. Okay, we'll wrap the show up with the final tally for the top 5 shows watched on the initial viewing of the Disney Plus streaming service. Coming in at number 5, we actually have 2 tied. Lady and the Tramp, followed by Tangled, was the number 5 most watched shows right out of the gate for Disney Plus from ResortLoop.com. Number 4, Steamboat Willie came in strong. How about that? One thing about ResortLoop.com listeners, we love the Disney history. Speaking of Disney history, coming in at number 3, Forky asks a question. Okay, not much history there, but people love the Forky. Coming in at number 2, The Imagineering Show. How cool is that? And number 1 by a landslide. And I have a feeling this does not include ResortLoop.com, but a lot of the Disney community did as well. The Mandalorian, the number 1 most watched show right out of the gate for Disney Plus. I've not watched it myself yet, but I've heard fantastic things, and I've avoided any spoilers. So we're going to go with that. I hope everybody enjoyed the Looper Listener Poll this time. If you'd like to talk some more about the Looper Listener Poll or whatever you see over there at Disney Plus, give us a post over there, Looper Nation Live over on our Facebook. That's our private ResortLoop.com Facebook group. Good conversation, good people, clean, fun, the way Disney entertainment should be. And also, as always, if you're thinking of booking a trip, check out ResortLoopTravel.com. That's our travel group over there. We can help you book a good, fun, wholesome family Disney vacation. Everybody, I'm going to wrap this up. I'm going to go turn on some Disney Plus, start some binge watching. We'll get to the weekend early. Everybody have a great week. Also, don't forget, you can find us over at Facebook, Twitter, the website, ResortLoop.com. Probably some Instagramming in there possibly as well. Everybody, please go out there and share the gateway to the magic, ResortLoop.com. We'll see everybody. Vacation memories will stay with you and your family for a lifetime. The Resort Loop Travel Group was created with this in mind. Our fee-free services will relieve you of the stress and confusion of finding and booking the best vacation at the best price. After booking, we will continue to monitor for ways to save you even more on your vacation. We will check for any upcoming packages and discounts to save you as many vacation dollars as possible. Resort Loop Travel Group, gateway to your magical vacation memories. Get a quote, or for more information, visit ResortLoopTravelGroup.com.